Alright, so boom. COVID-19 means quarantine from the sun. Corona means the sun and the corona and the CME injections, anything to do with the sun. Corona. Corona. Then corona can represent a cell because really atoms make up cells. So anything that's floating around antimatter, neuromelanin, if you have neuromelanin, you can connect to all of that shit. Because neuromelanin is actually the subatomic particles, the black dots that's in the atoms. Because atoms by itself are rainbow colored. The neuromelanin, the black dots, is attachment to like two to each atom, making it three. And it's always floating around. Life force, always floating around. Life force in you. Your cells is just like these atoms moving around out of your body. That's what manifestation and thoughts become actions. So boom, because you control your cells, which is like your nerves, which connects to your DNA, which connects to your RNA. You control that by thought. Even when you're not thinking, subconsciously thinking, you're still controlling that with thought. But when you're controlling it at a different frequency, at a higher frequency, it's like you saying you have a good spirit. At a lower frequency, it's like you having a bad spirit. But the spirit is like conscious, depending on what your conscious is downloaded for itself. But it becomes a spirit because your soul is always pure. So when you're going against soul, you're going against self. When you're going against self, you're going against everything else. So even when you think you're not. So I got off topic, but we about to get back on this what I was saying. Alright, so delta. Delta in chemistry means denoting change in energy levels. Variant means change in one's DNA sequence, right? One change in one in DNA sequence of a cell variant may be caused by exposure to DNA damaging agents in the environment. Any changes caused by mistakes. Keyword, mistakes. This whole little sentence. Any changes caused by mistakes during cell division. So when cell division is going on, it's UV light hitting the ground. It's UVC hitting the ground. The ozone layer is open. The higher the UV radiation is over 3, which is is high because the level is 1 through 11. So it being at a 3, it starts to irritate other races and start dealing with diseases and shit like that, and burns and all types of stuff. And it can really do it to people who don't get skin burn because it's at a higher frequency that you might not be used to. You have to start cleaning your blood up, like start eating a little better. Plus, you're gonna have to anyway, unless you depend on eating GMOs all your life, because that's what the majority is. GMOs actually make you feel more hungrier and weaker as you're living. That's where all that shit will come from. When you eat more natural, you just get energy until you drain your energy out. But depending on how you drain your energy, you're not gonna really drain it if you're doing it the way you're supposed to, doing what you're supposed to do with your energy. You're gonna drain your energy when you're not. So that's why you have to be at your higher self, higher frequency than lower frequency. So boom. Delta means denoting new energy cycle. Variant means change in one's DNA sequence. Any change caused by mistakes through cell division. So y'all ever heard of like how Yakub or Jacob and shit, like, or how they do with clones and shit? They splice the cell with light. That's how you splice the germ cell, with light. And that's on some scientific shit for them to try to do some shit like that. But the thing is, you're not laying in the bed getting cloned. You're just walking around getting this work done on you. So like they're scared of that. So like say your cells is like already reproducing to millions of cells every day. Even some of them die out every day. Thing is, when you eat your diet, you're rebuilding more cells and more cells and more cells to the point nothing's gonna make them die out. It's just gonna increase until you fall back off and go back to what you used to do that's not your diet. It's going to bring back your frequency a little lower to a certain extent. Unless you can peep game. So, dang, what I was about to say. Unless you can peep game. So, the UV hitting your body right now is splitting cells into 3. So, the more cells, the more frequency, because your cells hold voltage of charges. You feel me? Within your cells already, you low-key already hold 12 million billions of voltage just in your body. So that's making you a walking bomb, for real, for real. It's just if you knew how to tap into that plasma. Because them channels are in your sodium channels. Reason why they use drugs with that's forms of cholesterol to block your sodium channels so your antibodies can't get to your cells. So when they try to enter antibodies with heterolysis cells, hetero meaning different, homo meaning the same. But I'm getting off topic, but we're gonna get into it too. Might as well. Like, pathological blood destruction is lysis. Is a medical term for red blood cells dying out and killing. But lysis is the medical term for in like shots and visions and shit like that. So the thing with the homolytic, with the heterolysis, when you get your sodium channels blocked by these cholesterol shits, them antibodies is blocking your antibodies from getting to your cell. So those new antibodies that's coming in is low-key confusing your antibodies because they coming in posing like they're cool and then they're just jacking shit or trying to jack shit. And all it takes is one T cell to connect to one of your hydrogen or carbon links. Period. So goddamn. As it connects, like we're going through stages of metamorphosis and mutations. So the only reason this shit was able to even keep forming as a mutation is because of the animal fetuses. The animal fetuses makes it an uncontrolled substance, especially unpatented. So shit was unpatented and released for propaganda. But the thing is, the animal fetus makes it contagious, or it makes it an uncontrollable substance. So say your cells is reproducing itself just off of the UV light, ultraviolet light, because ultraviolet, it can heal but at the same time, the X-rays can kill. But depending on your DNA, is what is going to kill. And certain people can't absorb this light, period. So at a higher frequency, that it's going to start killing anything off that's not natural. Fake electricity, electronics, this energy from the sun is going to start killing all of that shit. And it's really about to start happening this summer, around 2. But that's the thing, melanated beings, cheat code, eat fruit. I mean, any beings. Because not all races get that effect, even if they was white. They all get skin burn. But majority of them do. You can say 80%, 85%. But thing about that, you clean up your blood. That's why fasting is important. This is why people was being told to fast in the same energy cycles as this, because we're back in them times. We're back in those times from they talk in religions. We're in prophecy. We're back in a cycle. We didn't go back in time. We didn't go forward in time. We just in a cycle. We're in a cycle. Shit that repeats itself over and over and over and over again. It's a cycle, right? So, that being said, we're back in that cycle. And a lot of people are saying the 3D is going 3D Earth, 4D, then 5D. So, me knowing 5D stands for fifth dimension, that's energy cycles, right? So they got periods of time when it was like the 5th period or the 6th period. And the 5th period or the 6th period was something called the Carboniferous period. Then they had the Permian period, the Devonian period. All of that was within the Carboniferous period. And they named that because it had to deal with beings. It was the age of the amphibians. The thing about them amphibians, they got carbon. Like say octopus. I'm reading some right now, so boom. So octopus. So like in Christian art, the octopus symbolizes mystery, flexibility, fluidity, intelligence, adaptability, and unpredictability. It is a lunar creature, right? We're gonna come back on that. It's a lunar creature. Like me, I'm a solar creature. Octopus is a lunar creature. But I thought we was connected. But the ink, it's a carbonated being, so it has neuromelanin or melanin to a point where it could adapt to shit. You feel me? That's why it turns blue underwater, has blue blood, because of the copper and the iron and low levels of oxygen. It turns blood blue. But they use ink, right? Or melanin, the black ink. They use black ink for its defense mechanism. But if it was inside its own carbon, the black ink neuromelanin, right? If it was in it too long, it caused respiratory problems. Same shit, corona, right? So boom. An example how you can't take too much of you sometimes, like how it could kill you, like carbon. you breathe in too much of your carbon with a mask on, you're going to get the same respiratory system as what they say COVID. And the same thing would just what happened to an octopus. Carbon is another form of melanin, neuromelanin. You feel me? That's why this bean has black ink, but it's throwing me off because it's a lunar creature. And it's affected by the tides and the waxing of the winding of the moon. And it dwells at the bottom of the ocean and does not have a skeleton. Octopuses are the ocean creatures that are most famous for having arms and bulbous heads. Some other fun facts: they have 3 hearts, blue blood, and squirt ink to deter predators. And being boneless, they can intelligently have been obscene using tools. The oldest fossil belongs to an animal that lived during the Carboniferous period. That specimen belong. They actually have a compound called tyrosinase, which in humans help to control the production of natural pigment of melanin. But when sprayed, tyrosinase can cause blinding irritation. So boom. So these the age of the amphibians and all them animals, big creatures, ties into carbonated beings. Not just us, but other beings that were created. So like, I don't know if anybody's seen flying octopus, but like the Nightcrawler dust, it was like black antimatter, and just floating like he in the sea, but he was in the sky, but he was floating like he was in the sea. Or seeing dragons, all types of shit, like big ass crocodiles. Like they even talking about that with these viruses, like say SARS-CoV, right? Like they got the shit called SARS-CoV-2, SARS or SARS-CoV-2. You feel me? SARS-CoV-2. So like the wordplay, right? You got to break down the words from this prefix, suffix, origin of meanings. And shit, you could take it down to even to the letter. To the first 2 letters, to the first letters, to the first 3 letters. Like the prefix, the suffix, the endings, and like you see 2 words, you know what they say, if you didn't know what it means, you can put this word and that word together to find out the meaning of the word. That's what they taught us in school. So if you want to figure out the meaning of them using this word, this is all going to be revealed. Once you try to figure out the meanings of these words, and the meanings of these words is showing the truth of it. Because it's tying into all this shit that's going on around. Like, it's all types of shit flying around, bro, in the sky. There's even angels flying around the sky. In and out the sun. In and out of it. In the heavens. And what you say, this is the heavens, sky. So, boom. SARS, right? SARS-CoV-2. Alright, so if you take the S out of SARS, and it's just gonna be co. That makes Sarco. And let's read what Sarco means. Sarco is a prefix, usually to describe reptile-like things, not a prefix to describe reptiles. It's a prefix to describe reptile-like things. Like a reptile-like thing would be like a reptilian, or anything that's like reptile, like a garfish, snake, something like that. I mean not a snake, but like a lizard, something like that. Alligator, fish. So boom. So Sarco, right? It's a combining form. Okay. They say it means severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus. It is a virus that causes respiratory illness in humans. That was the definitions for Sarco. Sarco for Sarco. So boom. But you take the S from SARS and then take the hyphen away, it's going to say SARS-CoV or Sarco. And the B could stand for an element. Most likely going to stand for crystal atom. The V can stand for vein, it stands for ventral, it stands for valve, it stands for version, it stands for verb versus velocity, volume of gas, variable. V also means 5. V also means 22nd. Hey, it just means a lot of shit. But the thing I highlighted was vanadium, voltage, and volume. Those are the 3 V's I picked up off the V. But it's probably some other shit. But it's a while ago. So boom. Let's keep going on the Sarco.